To a dolphin, you aren't just a shape in the water. Their echolocation can hear your heartbeat, scan your skeleton, and see the air inside your lungs. But to a creature that has never breathed air, what actually are you? Not whether they are afraid of you, not whether they want to eat you, but what they actually think you are. Are we strange, upright land monsters? Are we loud, clumsy invaders? Or are we something so foreign, so completely outside of their fluid world, that they cannot even find a place for us in their minds?
The truth is, marine animals do not see humans the way we see ourselves. We think of ourselves as explorers, tourists, divers, or protectors. But to the ocean, we are aliens from another dimension, the dry world. They do not know about our names, our jobs, our boats, or our lives on land. They judge us through vibration, sound, electrical signals, and movement. So the real question is not how we study the ocean. The better question is, when we step into their wet, weightless world, what kind of creature do they think we are? Let's start with dolphins. Dolphins are famous for their intelligence, curiosity, and playfulness. They have complex languages, deep social structures, and highly advanced echolocation. When a dolphin looks at a human, it doesn't just see you with its eyes, it sees you with sound. A dolphin's echolocation can penetrate your skin. It can see your skeleton, your heartbeat, and even the air inside your lungs. So what do they think of this creature? To a dolphin, a human is a shockingly loud, clumsy swimmer. In the water, we are slow. We cannot dive deep with heavy tanks. We don't have sleek tails. We wave our limbs around wildly just to stay afloat. Yet, despite our physical limits, dolphins seem to find us fascinating. They might see us as weird, land-dwelling cousins. We are social, just like them. We make strange noises, just like them. And we love to play. When a dolphin swims circles around a diver, it is not trying to escape, it is observing. In a dolphin's mind, humans might be the ultimate contradiction, highly intelligent, incredibly loud, and tragically bad at swimming.
Now think about the giants of the sea, the whales. A humpback whale or a massive blue whale lives on a scale of time and space that we can barely comprehend. Their songs travel across entire oceans. Their lives span decades, sometimes even centuries. To a whale, a human is incredibly tiny. When a diver floats next to a whale, the scale is hard to imagine. We are like small birds fluttering next to a massive cathedral. Yet whales show a remarkable awareness of us. They do not just ignore us as insignificant specks. Humpback whales are known to be incredibly gentle around humans. They will carefully move their massive flukes and fins to avoid hitting a nearby diver. They look at us with their large, ancient eyes. Do they see us as fragile? Do they see us as ocean infants? Some researchers believe that whales, with their massive brains and highly developed emotional centers, might feel a sense of curiosity or even protective care toward us. To a whale, a human might be a tiny, delicate traveler from the dry world, someone who is far from home, completely out of their depth, and worth being gentle around. Then there are sharks. Movies have taught us that sharks see humans as food, but science tells a very different story. Sharks have been swimming in the oceans for over 400 million years. Their survival depends on recognizing their natural prey, fish, seals, and crabs. A human does not smell, move, or taste like anything a shark wants to eat. We are too bony, we lack the thick blubber they need for energy, and we make a terrible amount of noise. So, what does a shark think when it sees a human? To a shark, we are a confusing, metallic-smelling anomaly. Sharks are highly sensitive to electromagnetic fields. When a diver enters the water with a camera, oxygen tanks, and a beating heart, they light up the shark's sensory network like a neon sign. The shark does not see a snack. It sees a highly unusual, loud, electromagnetic puzzle. They approach us out of curiosity, not hunger. They might see us as large, unpredictable predators that do not belong in their territory. To a shark, we are the strange, metal-clad strangers who make too many bubbles and do not know how to behave.
If we want to find the most alien perspective, we have to look at the octopus. An octopus has an intelligence that is completely different from ours. More than half of its neurons are not in its brain, but in its arms. Each arm can touch, taste, and make decisions on its own. They can change the color and texture of their skin in milliseconds.
To an octopus, what is a human? In aquariums, octopuses show clear signs of recognizing individual keepers. They might squirt water at a keeper they do not like, or gently touch the hand of a keeper they trust. But they do not see us as part of their family. They do not have families. They are solitary creatures. To an octopus, a human is likely a giant, slow-moving force from the dry world beyond the glass. We are the bringers of food, the openers of jars, and the strange, flat-faced watchers. They might view us as a predictable puzzle. When an octopus plays a trick on a human, like clogging a drain to flood a room or stealing a camera, they are testing their boundaries. To them, we are large, useful obstacles that can be manipulated if you are clever enough. What about the smaller, busier residents of the sea? Sea turtles have been traveling the ocean currents for millions of years. They are solitary, ancient, and calm. To a turtle, a human is usually just background noise. They do not show fear when a diver swims near them, as long as the diver moves slowly. To a turtle, we might be nothing more than large, harmless swimming rocks. We are just another part of the reef moving slowly through the water currents. And then there are the reef fish and stingrays. In places where humans feed them, these animals have learned to associate humans with an easy meal. Stingrays will crowd around tourists, rubbing against them like underwater puppies. But they do not feel affection. They feel opportunity. To a stingray or a reef fish, humans are magical, walking feeding stations. We are the creatures that arrive on loud boats, jump into the water, and drop delicious pieces of fish. We do not have scales or gills, but we have food. And in the ocean, food is the ultimate language.
But what about the creatures of the deep? In the pitch-black abyss, miles beneath the surface, animals live in total darkness. They have never seen sunlight, let alone a human. When a scientific submarine descends into the deep ocean, its bright lights cut through the dark. To a deep-sea fish or a giant squid, a human is completely invisible inside a metal machine. But our presence is explosive. We bring a blinding, terrifying artificial sun into a world of eternal darkness. We bring loud, vibrating engines into a silent void. To them, we are not creatures at all. We are a sudden, incomprehensible cosmic event. We are a brief flash of light and noise in a quiet, dark eternity. Now think about the bigger picture. When we look at the ocean, we see a vast resource, a place for vacation, or a mystery to solve. But to the creatures who live there, the ocean is everything. It is their home, their air, and their entire universe. They do not understand our boats. They do not understand our plastic trash, our climate debates, or our fishing nets. They do not see us as the masters of the planet. To them, we are a powerful, unpredictable force. We are the land creatures who occasionally enter their world, leaving behind strange sounds, bright lights, and mysterious objects. Sometimes we are gentle giants who save them from nets. Sometimes we are the silent destroyers of their reefs. In the end, aquatic animals may not ask what a human is. They simply read our impact. They feel the temperature of the water changing. They hear the loud engines of our ships. They watch our clumsy movements. We are always telling them what kind of creature we are, not with our science or our words, but with how we treat their home. And in the vast, silent depths of the ocean, that is the only truth that matters.
Don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next one.